Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life, and in today's video I wanted to give you guys more info on the 600 megahertz rollout. Now there are several articles out there now that are saying that the rollout is going to far exceed the 39-month time frame. And what that time frame is, at the beginning when the spectrum was purchased by all the carriers, the broadcaster had 39 months to move the antennas needed for the television channel repack. So there are two jobs that go into this. The first one is you got to repack, take the antennas off, and then you got to add the tower equipment to broadcast the 600 megahertz for the carrier. Now there are outside contractors that are hired for this. So out of the, I don't know how many, roughly I think about 24, 25, only 14 crews are actually qualified for this type of work. So you got to be qualified for both. You got to be qualified for the repacking, and you got to be qualified for the tower equipment. Now, the tower equipment, all of the ones that are outside contracted, they can do it. But not all the crews are contracted for both. So that's another thing that holds back T-Mobile as well. Now, this could take 5 to 7 years, and that's an estimate, for this to benefit, because other carriers also bought 600 megahertz, not just T-Mobile. T-Mobile bought the most, but AT&T also bought 600 megahertz, and Dish Network also bought 600 megahertz. Now you're going to say, well, wait a minute. I thought T-Mobile was going to have this rolled out by the end of this year. If you guys remember a few months ago, there are 10 phases to this rollout. I posted the video on my channel. Phase 1 is currently happening. That's going to be done by the end of this year. That's 1.2 million square miles of LTE that T-Mobile will add using the spectrum, because those areas that they're rolling it out in, the TV broadcasters never used the actual frequency. So that's going to be complete by the end of this year. But going into phase 2, 3, 4, 5, other cities, states like Texas, well, part of Texas is already clear, but like Dallas, Houston, pray for Houston, by the way, San Antonio, Austin, all those have to go through the repacking. Chicago, all those places have to go through the repacking, and that's going to exceed the 39 months. So, and here's another one, FCC repacking efforts may far exceed 39 months. Like I said, I'm just reporting to you guys. This is what has came out in the past few days. So I got this to gather this together to report it to you guys. Now, another thing, the next thing that I want to bring up, there's a lot of confusion going on right now that maybe the S8, S8 Plus, or the Note 8 can get the 600 megahertz via an upgrade later on down the line. So Qualcomm confirms no existing smartphone will support T-Mobile's 600 megahertz network. Now, I had talked with the marketing manager a few times, Sharif. He's the one who actually gave this statement to BGR. So this is definitely a downside for T-Mobile. Of course, the only other phone that I could think of that may support it is the LG V30. We still have the iPhone. I would be very surprised if Apple implemented this in their phones. I know John was talking to them earlier in the year. He may have worked out a deal of some sort with them, but who knows? But being that Samsung didn't support it on the S8, S8 Plus, and the Note 8, that leads me to believe that the iPhones won't. They're usually behind on technology as it is. So I just wanted to report this to you guys. This is just some info. T-Mobile is hyping up the rollout, and it's currently happening. 1.2 million square miles. I think about 600 to 700,000 square miles of that can be rolled out in Montana alone. And then the Dakotas, and then Wyoming has already got 600 megahertz. So it is happening, but the other phases, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then all the way up to 10, look like they're going to be pushed back. So definitely just wanted to bring this to you guys. So don't get too crazy in the comment section. I'm just reporting. Definitely leave a like on the video. That's much appreciated. Subscribe to the channel. More content coming. I'm working on partnerships with a very credible source, so definitely stay tuned for that. And this is Tyrone with Tech Life, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.